right. Well, let's get right into it, Jen. I know it's obviously been an unexpected start to the new year for you.
Yes,
So
I did, and like, yes, hindsight is 2020, but I did not think that it was going to go that way, Christina. Not at all. Not at all. You know, listen, and I'm going to just tell you really what happened. I mean, we went to a New Year's party. Bill's family was in town. We literally went 15 people, and we had a flight at 6 a.m. So when we came back, I had no sleep. My kids had no sleep. You know, my two girls, they're good, but I have three boys, and I don't know any mother of boys out there, like they need their mommy. So I pulled an all-nighter. We don't eat. We try to get to the airport at least 2 hours before. I mean, we're a big group. I'm a family of 7. I have a sister with my goddaughter. She's a widow. Her and my goddaughter come with us everywhere we go. So we travel 9 people. We're a lot of people. We met up with my cousin, who's another family of 6. That's 6 plus, we're 15 people, not to mention the other 2 families that were meeting up with us at the airport. So Bill and I, when we get to the airport, obviously TSA is a thing. I saw somebody complaining that we took too much time at TSA. Listen, I'm doing the best I can. We travel with 9 people. It's really a process, but okay, I know I don't get any passes with that. But Bill and I, as a family, we tackle the food, right? We're parents. We're on a 4-hour flight. We want to make sure our kids have food. He took all the kids, went to another stand that had a table, ordered food. It was about 5:30 in the morning. Jersey Mike's did not open until 5:30. And my cousin and I got on the line pretty much around 5:45 a.m. And there was not that many people on the line. Again, it was a little slow moving, but we weren't going to complain. It's the morning. We were dragging our feet. In the time that we were on the line, Bill was able to order food from the other stand, have the kids eat, finish, and get to me because I guess my son wanted me to add a sandwich to my order. And by the time Bill got to me, it actually was my turn. My cousin was in front of me, which we both got. I think this is the frustration for the people that were online. So we both got on the line together, and she had gotten off for a moment to see what they had next door, but they were closed. So when she came back, she didn't come back on the line with me because it already started accumulating. So she decided to wait for me at the front of the register until it was my turn. When it got to be my turn, obviously I let her go in front of me, and I think that people thought I was letting her cut. I didn't let her cut. And she ordered 4 sandwiches. I only ordered 1. I only had 1 that my kids wanted to split. That was my task. Again, I'm in mom mode trying to just get my kids food. So she ordered the 4 sandwiches. I think they made a mistake with her bread. I was trying to say like, hey, babe, I don't think they heard you with the bread. She corrected the bread. I think the worker said that I was changing my mind about the bread. I only ordered 1 sandwich. It was after she got her 4. So she was getting her sandwiches, and then there was a woman behind me with a child, and the employee gave her sandwich before mine. And again, we've already been waiting. We're at an airport. We have a flight to catch. Like, we've already been through TSA. I'm a big group. Everything took line. So obviously we're like, tensions are high. Again, I don't want to complain. I get it. Everybody's like, it's New Year's, whatever. They fulfilled the woman behind me sandwich first. And I reminded the employee, I'm like, hey, did you do my Italian? And she was like, you have to wait your turn. I said, oh, but you did hers before mine and I was before her. So obviously she realized that, ignored me. I didn't want to make a big thing about it. My cousin Susie was about to snap, like, why did they give her? She's telling me in Turkish, they gave her sandwich. I said, be quiet, it's fine. Now there's a new gentleman behind me who was not initially behind me. I did not notice him at all. So when Bill got to the front of the line, Bill gets to the front of the line, now it's my turn. They're working on my 1 sandwich that I ordered. It's a foot-long Italian. And Bill said, one of our kids wanted a plain tuna mini with nothing on it. So I said to the employee, I said, okay, sweetie, I'm gonna need another mini tuna. She goes, oh no, you have to get to the back of the line. And I said, but you just fulfilled that woman's sandwich before me and I didn't even say anything. And none of this is on camera, by the way. You just fulfilled her sandwich before me. So she looks up and I guess she realized I was right. And she goes, well, then the guy behind you has to say it's okay. So I just turn around to my right and I'm like, is it okay that I add a plain tuna mini for my son with nothing on it? He goes, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. And I wasn't sure. I was like, ridiculous, like that I'm adding a sandwich, or they're ridiculous for asking you? He goes, no, that you're adding another sandwich. And I'm just shocked, but okay. So this is when I start recording. Tensions are high. I know I'm going to get blamed for something, and I'm going to keep my cool. The whole point of me recording, I know it backfired, was to show that I was not snapping. And I'm not even like, I'm just recording the window at that point. Like the guy is like not even in my thing. You hear Bill in the background because he thought Jersey Mike's slogan was where everyone meets you with a smile. So he's saying something in the background. And I could send you the video. And I go, nope, there's no smiling here. Nobody's smiling. And then you hear my voice tell Bill, like, they're not going to give me the sandwich, babe. Again, none of these sandwiches were for me. I'm literally in mom mode, just trying to get my kids food. Okay, no problem. We'll share this one. And as I'm recording, my cousin then starts thanking the gentleman behind me, saying, thank you, sir. Thank you for being so kind and polite, because she thought that he was saying it was ridiculous that the staff wanted his permission. So in the video, I start correcting her. I go, no, babe, he told me I couldn't get my sandwich. He said it was ridiculous that I was getting my sandwich. She's shocked. You hear her voice go, oh, and then he double downs on it and says, it is ridiculous. And as a mom, I'm just, do you know how many times I've had so many groceries where I've let somebody cut in front of me or get something for their kid? I mean, it's New Year's. I am literally so shocked and disgusted by this man's behavior. But then, and then he adds, by the way, I'm a law professor. Any of that ends up online, I'm going to sue you for all your fake diamonds you're wearing. I didn't know what to say. I was so, and even Bill, who never gets involved, his voice in the background is like, take it easy, buddy. And I was just so appalled by this. Like, I don't even know you. How much hate did you have for my cousin and me for ordering these sandwiches that you are this? And you know what? He tried to flex to me. And this is the thing. I get triggered by bad behavior. I do. Maybe it's my bad behavior that ended it. And I realize that I did not tackle this correctly. But in the moment, I was just so shocked and appalled by this really unwarranted aggressive behavior that I put the camera on him. My husband's a medical doctor, you a-hole. Okay, and that's just not me, a celebrity. That's just me like a person. That's just me being berated on the line. And then somebody on the line, I guess, was a fan and shouted out, she's a celebrity. And in my angst, I was telling him, because I wanted him to know that, like, you just can't be rude to people like that. You don't know who you're being rude to, like, and I'm going to put you on blast. So yes, I said, I acknowledged, I reiterated, yes, I am a celebrity, you a-hole. I was just like livid that this person is talking to me that way. I want you to know that in the moment, I was not rude to the Jersey Mike staff at all. I was trying to be polite. The elderly woman, she started threatening not to even give me the one sandwich that I was waiting online for 40 minutes. I just was quiet as a church mouse. I wasn't triggered until this person that I didn't even know was double downing on being rude to me. And now you're threatening me? Dude, I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm just a mom trying to get some sandwiches for her kids. So I yelled at the guy that he was an a-hole. The whole thing, I walked away. And mind you, in the video, they were still working on my sandwich.
Sure.
It's not like I had paid, I didn't check out. So for them to tell me to wait to the end of the line, or that I had to ask this guy's permission, that just really started an altercation. They shouldn't have done that. And that's just customer service. I grew up in retail. I know what it's like to give customer service. I'm realizing now that I can't say I'm a celebrity. People are very angry. However, D-list, I acknowledge it's D-list, but I will no longer say I'm a celebrity since people are so angry about it. But obviously, this wouldn't have gone so viral as it did if I wasn't a public figure. Okay, so I'm just going to go on and say I'm a public figure. But in lieu of all that, I'm a mom. I'm trying to get my kids, if it's one thing about our moms, we always want to make sure our kids are fed. These sandwiches weren't even for me. And this guy is starting with me. And again, they refused my sandwich. So when I started recording was after they had refused to let me add an additional sandwich. Now, in my fury, when we walked away, I posted a story. where I called the woman an 80-year-old, and I apologized for that. I was an angry mom. I was not a celebrity in that moment. I was a wife. I'm a housewife, like for real housewife. Like I pack the headphones, I pack the travel pillows, I pack the portable chargers. I have them all in Ziplocs. They get the snacks. I make sure me and Bill tackle the food. It's 5 kids, plus my needs, plus everybody was appalled at Jersey Mike's behavior, at the guy's behavior. I wanted to put it on blast to show how rude they were to me. I didn't go about it the right way. I acknowledge that. But I was not rude to the staff in the moment. I will send you the video. I'm asking politely. I'm saying please and thank you. And then you hear the guy in the background like, it is ridiculous. Dude, you're ridiculous. You obviously have no children. It's fine. I get no sympathy for that. It's my fault. I had the big family. So everybody's blaming me, but everybody's really angry and they're mad that I said that I'm a celebrity. First of all, which I would never have said if the fan online didn't reiterate that. And it was in my fury, in my anger, in the heat of the moment. And I feel like we've all been there. I'm learning now that I have to realize that I'm a public figure and that everything that I say or do will be scrutinized. And I actually have to lead by example. So it was wrong for me to go in my stories and then bash their bad customer service. I'm learning now that I'm not allowed to complain. It's not entitled. This is not privilege. I'm a paying customer, dude. I paid for my sandwich and Bill to the other place. Like I said, in the time that I was online, he went to the other place, ordered food, they ate, and he tipped them because they were so like, it's New Year's.
Sure.
We're big tippers. Ask anyone who knows me and my husband. We're big tippers. Like even when Bravo gets us cars, Bill's always tipping the chauffeur. Bill's always tipping everybody because he goes, you know what? They're working for a living. If they can't expect a tip from us, then who can they expect a tip from? Like, that's really how we roll. Am I a strong personality where when I see bad behavior, I call it out? Sure. I'm not the type where if you bring me the wrong order, I'm just going to eat it. I may say like, hey, excuse me, this is not what I ordered. And I really say it in the most diplomatic way. Again, we're at an airport. We just gone through TSA. We have a flight to catch. I'm afraid we're going to miss our flight. Like everybody was moving slow. It was not, everyone was slow. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. We were all slow. I was really trying not to complain. I was just exuberantly shocked at how rude this person behind me was. And I wanted to put him on blast, and it just did not land.
It was more the person in line rather than the Jersey Mike's employees.
Oh, 100%. But I realized after the fact that I put it in my stories, how they were rude to me, and they were so like, not even just rude, like dismissive, uninterested, like didn't want to help. Like I'm begging for a sandwich. I'm literally keeping quiet because I'm thinking they're going to keep that one sandwich that I did get to order on hijack.
Do you regret posting about it?
100% I regret posting, Christina. Girl, forget it. I am doing an Instagram subscription now where if I do post anything, you're going to have to pay to see it. It's not going to be for everybody to see. And I'm definitely not going to be able to complain. I realized that I should have done it in a different manner and it could have landed a little differently. And I'm learning now that not to do things in the heat of the moment because I was not furious as a celebrity, however D-list I know I am. I was a mom. I was a paying customer that didn't get the sandwich for her kid. And like and as crazy as this sound, when I don't fulfill tasks that I need for my kids, there's some part of me that feels like a failure in that moment. Like I need to get my kids something to eat. Like this woman said, no, I have this foot long, we'll share. Let me go. I went to another place. I found something ready-made. It's fine. But my kids have always been my number one agenda. I don't care about no show. I don't care about no endorsements. Okay. I'm fortunate enough that I can be a stay-at-home mom. Like Bill's old school. He never wanted me to work. He never wanted me to do the show because of this very reason. Even Bill, who never says anything in the background, you could hear him saying to the guy, like, take it easy, buddy. We were all appalled. Everybody was shocked. Nobody thought that it would have landed the way that it did. But I realized the way that I presented it was wrong.
Yeah. Was were you surprised by the backlash that you received?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not think that it was going to go that way at all?
No. No.
Why is that? You thought like people would obviously defend you?
Well, because when you watch the video, and I'll send it to you, Christine, when you watch the video with the whole experience, when I started recording, I'm very calm. She gives the sandwich. I ask if they could cut it in fours. I say, please. I say, thank you. At one point, I'm just recording the window because it wasn't on my agenda to record anything specifically. I just saw that tensions were reeling high. And I'm like, I just want proof if anything goes down. And in the video, I'm not yelling at the Jersey Mikes. I'm completely calm. It's my cousin thanking the guy behind me and then him double downing on how rude he was. That was the point of the post, like for people to acknowledge how rude could you be to somebody you don't even know? And the minute that the fan said that I was a celebrity, all of a sudden he got real quiet. So when you think I'm just like an innocent bystander, you could shit all over me. And now that somebody's saying that maybe I could put you on blast, and I wanted to just put him on blast for his rude behavior. That's really all it was. I shouldn't have complained about the Jersey Mikes, but listen, I'm a paying customer and my experience with them, I wasn't the only one. My cousin is speaking Turkish in the background. You could hear her talking to Bill. You could hear her talking to me. Everybody. And I also want to, in defense of the guy behind me who said no to getting the sandwich, he was frustrated. Everybody on that line was frustrated. Everybody on that line had a flight to get to. And it was extremely, not just any one person, just the whole demeanor was just very, very slow. And any other time I wouldn't care. But again, we have a flight to catch. And that was in my heat of the moment fury. But no, I should not have posted it. No.
Did you want to post the other videos to kind of show the full story and how, and
which other videos?
I thought, like, I don't know if you, like you said, you started filming when they were, cutting it up.
Like at that time, I wasn't even like posting. I wasn't planning on posting that video. My cousin and I walked away and we were angry moms. Like I was mad I didn't get my sandwich for my kid. This is not entitlement for celebrity. This is mom that didn't get her kid the sandwich he wanted. And when I posted that, I don't know if that would have gotten as much traction as it would have is if I didn't post. Because when I told the story to my family when we got back, everybody was like, gosh, like what an a-hole, what an a-hole, what an a-hole. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put them on blast. This is not right to like do bad behavior. Forget that I'm a celebrity. Anybody, you should not do bad behavior. I call out bad behavior. People are calling out my behavior. They have a right to. We all have a right to. But I guess I don't. Being a public figure, I don't. I'm learning that. It's fine. I will keep it to myself, or I'll just go on Yelp and do an anonymous.
Right. The elderly woman's daughter has been very outspoken as well. I don't know if you saw some of her TikToks.
I have not been on social media. I've not gone on social media. That is not true to the person who I am. Anyone who has worked with me, I mean, I'm getting texts up the wazoo. You are the kindest, most generous woman. Do I get triggered when I see bad behavior? I asked him very nicely if I can add a plain tuna mini with nothing on it. And he said it was ridiculous. I was just appalled and shocked on how inconsiderate people have become in this day and age. And I wanted to call it out. It did not land. It backfired on me. I see that now. The woman who came out, it's a free country. She won't get backlash. I will. So I will not comment on it. I heard she raised a good amount of money. Yeah. I'm happy for them. Very happy for them. And the woman was not as old as I thought she was. My apologies. My apologies. But it wasn't just the woman. It was the whole demeanor of the whole staff. And I was just trying to be as cordial and polite as I could in the moment. So my videos, I did not yell at them. One of the workers who wasn't even helping us, by the way, in my video, you could see she's the one wrapping the sandwiches because we hadn't even paid yet. And my cousin ended up paying because I started fighting with the guy and I walked away. But she went on saying that I was screaming, I'm a celebrity, give me my sandwich. There's nothing of the sort of that. Nothing of the sort. It was the man I was fighting with. And when the fan said it in the background, it triggered me to reiterate that. I would never just go on my own accord and say, they had no idea who I was. And I didn't care that they knew who I was. I just wanted some sandwiches for my kids.
I know you said that you regret posting the video, but do you feel like you owe anybody an apology?
No, of course, I will apologize for calling her an 80-year-old woman. I shouldn't have done that, but that was my anger as a mom. but I should know that my anger as a mom is really going to be received as anger from a celebrity, and I should be a better public figure, not celebrity, public figure, and that I need to lead by example, and it is a process. And you know, at the end of the day, I felt like I don't think I'm as famous as some people may think I am. I had no idea, like, people don't even care about my like, I had no idea that my stuff was gone viral. I feel like I've complained before, and that's not because of entitlement. That's bad service. People complain about bad service from my brother's jewelry store. Every single business out there has had people. My niece was telling me how she complained about a place, and they sent her a $200 gift card. It just lands differently when you are a public figure. I will not say celebrity.
Yeah. Do you plan on reaching out to any of these people individually to
No,
apologize?
no, I'm not going to. No, they've been very, you know, even my apology is not going to be received. They're constantly blasting me. You know, I felt I was owed an apology by Jersey Mike's. I did. I felt I was owed an apology from the gentleman. Like, they were completely rude and dismissive to me. Not just me, my cousin, everybody. It ruined our whole morning. My cousin would not stop talking about it the whole day. She was like, that they were so rude. They were so rude. I'm like, babe, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I will apologize for calling her an 80-year-old woman and doing all that, but that's where it ends. No, they're monetizing on this, which I'm very happy for. At least some good will come to them from this. You know, I'm not about to sit here and I don't want to push anybody down, but I do like accountability. And I call things out when I see it. It's just my personality. You know, and it's like, I would never have been like that if there wasn't something that triggered it. And again, in the moment, in the video, I'm totally calm and nice. It's not until this guy in the background just doubled down. It's like, it is ridiculous. Really? Really, dude? And by the way, I'm a law professor. You trying to flex to me that you're a law professor? Dude, you don't even know me. I don't know you. And I'll flex right back. It's my instinct to be like, you know, it's like a reflex.
Sure.
It comes out before, you know, everyone says I'm super quick. It comes out before I even thought. You're flexing to me. You're a law professor. My husband's a medical doctor, dude. Like, let's not even play. And that's just be my reflex. You know, I should have just kept it quiet. I should have let him have his flex with the whole law degree. I was just really, really angry that he did not let me get that sandwich for my child. Like, that's really what all of this comes down to, is like me being a mom, and you were so rude. And like, I asked so nicely, it was plain nothing on it. She literally had to like slop some tuna on a mini. And it was a no. It was a no from the customer service people. It was a no from him, even though it was still my turn. They were still making my sandwich. In the video, I'm telling them, you know, pickle, tomato, please cut in all fours. I'm trying to zip it. And I didn't lose my, excuse me, I didn't lose my stuff until really he triggered me.
I'm not sure exactly what somebody can do in this situation, but are you worried that any legal action can be taken? I don't know if there could be. I know that there was like threatening to sue in the videos and things like that. Are you worried about that at all?
No, I have a video that shows my behavior. I have a video that shows his behavior. If anyone wants to come and like sue, I have attorneys that are on my payroll and they'll defend me.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, I posted just like, I didn't post as a celebrity. I posted as a regular person. And regular people do this every single day. And I do actually consider myself a regular person. I don't consider myself a celebrity. And when people call me that, I literally just sit there and go D-list. Like, literally, like, don't even put, like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a housewife for real. I am a mother of 5 children. When I travel, we travel big. And I really just like to cross my T's and dot my I's. And I was complaining as a mom.
The mama bear came out.
It did.
Yeah.
You
know, a lot of people, like you said, like we said, had a lot of opinions about this, and a lot of people spoke out, including Andy Cohen, calling this a self-inflicted wound.
It could be.
What was your reaction to that?
I did not see it. Somebody told me about it. Self-inflicted. I did not hear that, but you know what? I would say that's accurate.
Yeah. Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that?
Why do I feel that? Because I just reiterated, like, I shouldn't have posted it. It was like me posting it. I have to realize that me posting it is in fact a self-inflicted wound.
Mhm.
I did not think it was going to go down that way. I thought that people would see the video and be like, how rude was this guy to you? And he doesn't even know you.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's all good. Lesson learned.
Sure. Yeah. Danielle and Margaret also spoke out. Margaret said
Oh,
that,
Danielle, you mean scam yell? Scam yell? The one who's doing her hair girl, whom she never paid, to take down all the posts that include her, which was her form of payment.
Mhm.
Now, listen, I may put people on blast and make them take accountability, which scam yell should know this best, but I don't hustle people. I don't hustle people. I pay my bills. I pay people. I don't hustle people and take something for nothing. So sometimes you got to look at the opinion and where it's coming from. So we're good, scam yell. You keep it moving.
What about Margaret speaking out?
I don't know what Margaret said. What did Margaret say?
She basically said that I think the two of you spoke recently and how
I saw her at the Gucci outlet. I saw her at the Gucci outlet. We were ignoring each other at first. My kids were like, Margaret's here with Lexi. And I was there with my sister-in-law, Bill's brother's wife, and my 4 nieces and nephew. And I was treating them to a shopping spree at Gucci. And we had to get to the men's department where Margaret and Lexi were online, and I had to pass them. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't say hello. It's New Year's. So I passed her and I said hello. I introduced her to my sister-in-law, and she was very sweet, and so was Lexi. And, you know, I believe in being cordial for the moment. Like, there's no reason. I'm not a confrontational person, but if you're confrontational with me, I am a reactive person, sometimes knee-jerk reaction. And I have to learn how to pull back my reflexes a little bit. But I was nice. And then she was saying something like, you know, I don't think we have a job, by the way. I don't think any of us have a job. And I was like thinking, you know what? It's become so toxic that whatever it is, you know, I respect Bravo and I respect that they know what they're doing. They've been in this business for a long time. If they feel we need to regroup, more power to you, more power to you. You know, I did this show more as like a platform. I like entertaining people. I'm a people person. Like when I meet fans, I hug them. Christina, you've seen me.
Yeah.
Like I'm the life of the party. I love engaging with fans. Like I love the fun aspect of it. But at the end of the day, I am a housewife for real, a mother. I'm tending to this huge house. I have an extended family that depends on me, not for financial support, but my parents can't read and write. You know, they only went to school up until 5th grade. And my sister works. Like I said, she's a widow. She's on her own. My brother's struggling with his family now, his family growing, and financial responsibilities, like really just overwhelming him. My other brother, Steven, he's on Long Island. He's into, you know, he's very busy. I'm the only one that's left for all of this to be on my shoulders. So this show is supposed to be fun for me. It did not, it seems like it's not really going in that direction. And that's why I actually love to meet the fans and I love to like engage with people because then they get to see the real me. And there's a lot that Bravo, or I shouldn't say Bravo, that Sirens cuts out. A lot of my philanthropy they've cut out, a lot of incidences they've cut out to like not show me in a good light. That's the production company. That's not Bravo. But Bravo knows what they're doing and I respect them. If they want to ask for us back, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. If they don't, I really firmly believe that Bravo knows what they're doing. And like, que sera, sera. You know, my life goes on.
Right. Are you worried that, obviously, like you said, we have no idea what's going to go on. Andy said it could be another year until we find out what happens with Jersey. Are you worried that this incident could affect that going forward?
You know, I don't, only because I feel like by the time they regroup to even consider who they're going to recast or if they're going to recast, this will be such water under the bridge, I feel. So I don't really think that's a thing. Plus, by the time they reconfigure who's going to be on the staff, I don't know where I'm going to be at that point in my life. You know, I'm a big believer in like that God protects me. And, you know, my blessings are in the proof of my lifestyle and in the good that I do. I always constantly pay it forward. I do. Do I call people out on their crap when I see bad behavior? Sure. But I'm learning now that I can't do that publicly.
No.
No.
When did you find out that you were cut from the cruise?
Oh, so like I said, I went on my vacation, and on my vacation, I don't like to post when I'm away because I don't want people, even though my house wasn't empty, my in-laws were still at my house, and I always have a lot of people at my house, even when I'm away, but obviously you get scared. So somebody had messaged me that I was cut from the cruise. I had no idea. My manager didn't want to tell me because she didn't want anything to ruin my trip. And at the end of, and then I went to the website and I saw my name wasn't there. And you know what? I took it like a champ. This is a business and this is their business. And I do not want them to receive any backlash because of me. It was, you know, the cruise was a fun idea for me because I love an opportunity to engage with the fans. But it's all good. You know, the timing wise wasn't the most ideal for my family. You know, it's the kids are going back to school that week. And my kids were already complaining that I had committed to doing it. So everything happens for a reason. It's definitely unfortunate because I love to be with the fans. But no worries. I understand that this is totally business and I respect the cruise's decision.
Yeah. Did you try to fight it at all? Did you?
No,
No.
no, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Listen, I will call a spade a spade. That staff was very highly dismissive, not just to me, to everybody on that line. Everybody was frustrated. This is why I think the guy refused to let me. I mean, yeah, he was an a-hole, but in his defense, he was probably so pissed off that I let my cousin what looked like cut, and she ordered 4 sandwiches.
Right.
So I could just like hear the you know, huffing and puffing of the people behind me. So I don't blame them for getting mad. I'm not one for blaming. I'm one that takes full responsibility and accountability for my actions when I feel I'm wrong. I should not have posted it. I should not have made a comment about the woman's age. That was completely wrong. I apologize for that. I just want people to know that that was coming from a very frustrated mom who just wanted to make her flight with her children.
Have you heard from Dolores or Teresa at all in regards to the cruise
Teresa,
or in regards to anything
Teresa
else?
called me every day on vacation. Teresa's one of my closest friends. She checks on me at all. No, Dolores didn't check on me, but Dolores and I really don't keep in touch so much like that off season. So I don't, you know, I'm sure she's busy. It's her birthday week. I don't penalize her. Listen, I'm good in my truth. I have my family's support. Bill, who is the most Bill's the type where if you gave him the wrong order, he would just eat it. Where I would be like, excuse me, like, do you mind changing this? It's not what we ordered. So that's Bill. So for Bill to tell the guy, like, take it easy, guy, that's like big. So everybody thought that it was their fault, not mine. So I realize that this does not land properly. That is okay. I take full responsibility for that. And this is a lesson learned, and I'm good.
Good. Did Teresa give you any advice on how to handle any of this? Or
Well, of course, she was just like, you know, you shouldn't have said about the old lady, which I acknowledge that. And that was in my fury at the moment. I have to learn how to just like take a breather and woosah and then come back. So I don't have any of these self-inflicted wounds.
how does Bill feel about it now?
So Bill's like, obviously you shouldn't have posted it. You know, he's like, you have agreed to do this show when I told you not to. You are a kind, well-respected woman in our community. And for you to like, you know, throw it all the way, just like for the sake of this show, they've made you to be a villain. They will never side with you. Never. Everybody will always be angry about the things that you have, the places that you go, the things that you do. No one will ever feel sorry for you. So he really like gave it to me good. And I'm just like, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So do you feel like no matter what you do, you're always going to be painted to be a villain?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes,
Is that extremely frustrating for you?
You know, it's not so, it's frustrating to me in a point where like it shocks me because the people who do know me, like the people who are in my environment, I mean, the amount of text messages I've been getting just from the community alone, like people who work in the community, I know my worth. So, and I live very wholeheartedly is that your opinion about yourself should always supersede anybody else's opinion of you. We all have a right to an opinion. And if they want to villainize me and they want to think that about me, that is their right. It is my right to disagree. I don't believe that about myself for 1 second. I'm an extremely generous and kind person. I mean, my Dunkin' Donuts, I take them chocolates for Christmas. On Christmas Eve, I gave everybody a box of chocolates. You know, I love to give gifts. I'm a big giver. I've helped people that I don't know. I've helped fans that has like caught me in hot water. I've helped bloggers that has caught me in hot water. And at the end of the day, when I hear somebody, like, it's for me, it comes back to the Bible. Like, if somebody tells me they thirst, I give them water. That's how it is. But if you're an a-hole, will I call you out on it? Sure. I'm also not a doormat, and I give respect, and I would like it if somebody gave me back respect. And in the moment with the Jersey Mikes, I was polite, I was respectful, I didn't yell anything to them. It was the man who I was fighting with. I acknowledge that afterwards, I put the Jersey Mike staff on blast, and I know I shouldn't have done that, and I apologize for that. But you know, I was just a mom that just didn't get the food for her children. That's
Totally.
really what it comes down to. So people can villainize me like that. They don't know me. So why would their opinion hurt my feelings when I know that that's not my truth? Everybody who knows me has been like, my own husband. You guys, everyone loves Bill, right? Bill would not be with a person that was as disgusting and toxic as some of these people who don't know me are painting me out to be. He would not. Okay. And he spoils me rotten. You think that guy's stupid enough to spoil bad behavior? No. But people will never be happy for me.
It's true.
They won't.
Then
They won't be happy for me.
finally, how do
You
you
know, my life is like so beautifully abundant, and I live in gratefulness every day. I mean, I've had 5 kids first and then had my dream career. Like, who gets to do that? A lot of people have to have their career first, and then maybe they can't have as many kids because of timing and everything. I'm so blessed. I pull up to my house. I pinch myself. I did not grow up in something like this. Are you kidding? I didn't grow up with anything like this. Nothing. And I'm thankful and grateful every day. And I really choose to be a kind person. I think it got taken out of context, and I apologize for that. And it's a, lesson learned over here.
Lesson learned. So how do we feel about this going forward? Are you done talking about Jersey Mikes after this? And
I'm done with Jersey Mikes.
Okay.
I'm more of a Subway kind of girl anyway, but there was no Subway at the airport. Slim pickings out there, and sometimes you got to make do. So no more talk about Jersey Mikes ever. I'm sure they don't want to talk about me either. I'm very happy for anybody who has monetized on this journey. It has not been me, but I'm happy for that, because actually that's like a paying it forward type of thing. That's a blessing that'll come back to my way. I'm glad that they got money. Wonderful.
Wonderful. So
More power to you.
More power to them. And
Welcome to America.
Right?
Welcome to America.
So we're just going to let the dust settle and move on.
Because I know in my video, I was not rude to anybody on the staff. I was completely kind, and it was the gentleman who triggered me. And I'm actually glad I have proof of that. So yeah, was I angry after and shouldn't have done what I did? Sure. But that was a mom. That wasn't a celebrity D-list. That wasn't a public figure. That was a mom so angry. And honestly, I was disgusted by his bad behavior. I really was. As a mom, I've let so many people, like I said, cut in front of me. And I'm just like, dude, it's not even for me. It's these sandwiches. Like, I'm on Manjaro. I barely eat anymore.
Are you really? You look great.
Thank you. No, like, I didn't eat any of that sandwich. And like, we chopped it up and threw it out after. And you know what? After all that debacle, Jakey was like, I didn't even need the sandwich, Mom. And I'm like,
Of course.
I just got this big fight with everybody, and you didn't even need the sandwich.
Didn't even eat the sandwich. All that for a sandwich in the garbage, right?
Yes, sandwich in the garbage.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for taking so much time explaining it. Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Do you have any questions for me?
I mean, I think that you pretty much, said everything. I mean, I think that was pretty much it, unless there was anything else that you wanted to add that you don't feel like you got your point across.
No, I just want to reiterate that at the end of the day, I'm just a mom at the end of the day that was just trying to get some sandwiches for her kids and was calling out bad behavior. And I see now that the way that it looks, the bad behavior was coming from me. So I will apologize for that part of it, but very big lesson learned here. Yeah.
I'm sure you won't, but
I'm not upset. Like, my kids love me. They know that the good person that I am, and it's been fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't happen, but do you feel like you should get that apology from Jersey Mikes?
No. I'm good, Jersey Mikes. We good. We could just let her under a bridge. I don't believe you have to forgive somebody in order to move forward. I think you can just be indifferent and move forward and just like let sleeping dogs lie.
Definitely. Well, hopefully like I said, we could move on from this and you'll never have to talk about Jersey Mikes again.
I'm hoping. And really the whole reason I wanted to come on and speak to you is because what happened was when I did post the whole video on the TikTok, it got taken down by TikTok and the whole video wasn't out there anymore. And people, there are a lot of haters. If it's one thing that housewives get, it's haters. And they're taking the things that I said and sensationalizing and clickbait like I'm a celebrity. And then people are so angry that I said I'm a celebrity. And I wanted people to know, like, I only reiterated what somebody said first in my fury in the moment. And I will clarify that not celebrity, public figure.
Public
Stop being
figure.
trendy.
Public figure going
Public figure.
forward.
Public figure. Yeah.
Well, Jen, thank you so much. I appreciate you
Thank
taking
you,
the time and
Christina.
clearing it up with
Sure.
us. And
Yes.
thank you.
Thank
It's
you
always
so
good
much
seeing you.
Thank you for being kind.
Of course, of course,
you.
of course. Please, it's
Yes.
always great catching up to you
I
with
feel
you.
like
Hopefully
energy
next
is, like,
time on better
always
circumstances.
contagious. Yeah, like energy is contagious. When someone's kind, you're kind back. And everyone has to see, like, it was not unwarranted. And I'm sure everybody's been in a situation where they've been somewhere and gotten frustrated with the employees. Like, we all been talking about how employees, like, it's so hard to find good work staff these days. And, you know, COVID really ruined a lot of stuff. And I think we just have to realize that everything is going by just a lot slower than what we're used to. And maybe next time I should get to the airport 3 hours earlier, not just 2.
Lesson learned. Jen, thanks so much.
Thank you, Christina.
All right, talk soon.